Interesting. Probably.
Bloodburn. That was the name of the hex plague that had caused the rot 600 moons ago. It came from a land far across the water, and its bite was felt by the races in different ways. Elves were barely affected. Brittle bones died slowly. Green skins quickly and brutally. The bloodburn was weaker on Urgath, but it affected its creatures nonetheless. The trolls were left cursed with weak flesh and cubs who died before they could be born.
All right. A tiny pierce stick with hex power, Gabrak said. Let them find it.
And keep their crush sticks ready. Zeramak said there were beasts. No one here! Tribe must survive! Crush them now! Ready for action! You are ready! You're not even such a beast! What is needed of him? What should he do? Find out. What on earth is this? Going now. So much shiny things.
Grimoire has any idea who lived here? Hunters?
Nah. They hunt for the shiny things, so they would not leave them here. Maybe robbers. Brittle bones who crush and steal from other brittle bones. Grimoire is here. It will not open. No smash?
That might break the shiny things in there. Let them look for a key.
Key?
A piece of scrap that will open the box.
What next? Let Grimoire take a closer look.
No! No touching! Fat troll hands don't touch Zippet's gold! No!
Calm, Noag. Just a tiny spirit greenskin. It is harmless.
Harmless? Zippet will show the fat brutes harmless. You see these bones, yes? They were two adventurers who starved to death because Zippet kept the magic walls up for 100 years.
The moon can care not about the shiny things, but they need something with hex power.
Hex what?
Magic.
Oh, you mean an artifact, yes? Fine. Zippet doesn't want to stay here for 100 years, no. So here's his deal. Zippet gives you one of his artifacts, and the fat brutes hand back his gold. Everybody happy, yes?
What is this artifact they will get in return? They need something strong, with hex power.
It, is strong. Owned by a very powerful pale-skinned mage. Yes.
A hex stick, then. What can it do? Throw fireballs? Raise the dead?
Well, no. Cut potatoes. By itself, floating, yes. Very useful, very strong. And the pale skin loved it.
It should be fine, Akrog. Just a bit of hex power will be enough.
Fine. They have a pact.
Yes, yes! Now give Zippet the gold! Oh, beautifuls! Come back to Zippet, yes!
Why Treasure Goblin was dead and still talk, Grumph? No, I'd think Mugwa take dead things to Moonlit River.
Nah, only troll kind. The other races have their own ways of finding the Moonlit River. This goblin was undead because his soul was still restless, and he wanted not...
Just get out of here, okay? This place gives me the creeps.
Big Blood will? He looked strange.
It is just... he has been hearing things again.
The gift of spirits?
It matters not. Let them move on.
Fine. They had better try that key.
What on Urgath is this?
There. The artifact. All right. Now back to the tribe camp to ask Zaramak if this is enough to shape the tooth.
What is needed of him is listening.
Moving now.
They run from Nook. Can Saska help down for Nook? This way.
Grungwa will go there.
They not hurt Big Blood.
This looks
Let Saska
interesting.
get a proper look. He find out.
Grungwa, take a closer look.
On his way.
He is going. Why must they plague the Moonkin?
What is this?
He go there. No, I'll go look.
All right. Let them bring this to Zaramak. They must complete the devouring before sundown.
It will all work out. Grungwa feels it. Mugwa smiles upon them.
Wonderful. Then what could go wrong?
Why, Zaska? Why must he always blaspheme? Zaska knows how difficult his role in the tribe is. Wants everyone to shun him.
Wait. Zaska's jokes are why they like him not? He always thought they were just jealous of his pretty face. Zaska's face no pretty? Or is? Mugwa's miraculous utters. If only Noag knew. All the does are itching to mate with Zaska.
Zaska is avoiding the question.
No. Zaska is just not in the mood for being questioned by an old, ailing troll.
Fine. If Zaska wants to stay an outcast among kin, then so be it. Just say not that Grungwa tried not to help him.
Sure. Pure, holy Elder Grungwar Oldfur only wanted to help.
What is wrong with Zazka? He has been vexed for days now.
Must be the weather.
Has it to do with the scheming Nurbok accused Zazka of?
Mugwa's utters no. Now can they please just get back to what they were doing?
Grungwar is not trusted one Zazka's enemy, and he should know that. It is true that many kin treat him badly, but Grungwar has always been there for him.
Sure.
The kin disrespecting Zazka has nothing to do with his blaspheming. Remember when Akrog and him chose each other as trusted ones? So many told Akrog it was a mistake.
And they were wrong to do so. Zazka is a Moonkin, no matter his birth blood. But still, without Mugwa, the Moonkin would know no hexes and would not speak. And he should respect that.
If Mugwa is as mighty as Grungwar says, surely she can take a few jokes from a small-tusked, ugly troll. Now, is he done with his lesson?
Zazka can blaspheme all he likes, but he should not disrespect Grungwar. He must apologize, now.
Leave it, chieftain. Nothing he has said is untrue. Grungwar is old, and Grungwar is ailing.
No, true. Grungwar's strong warrior, like Nurbok.
That time is long past. Either way, let them move on. Grungwar is here.
Ah, chieftain back. Good, good. What he need?
Akrog needs Zeramak to shape
What he need?
Ha! Zeramak, old hide, he have it still. Here, chieftain, Mugwa's tooth.
Akrog thanks, Zeramak. To Cabrax, then. Oh, and Zeramak's scrappers can search the cave now. It is safe.
What can he do for the tribe?
Moonblood! Mugwa praise!
Find out.
Ha! Look at this! The fabled Moonblood. Noag, is it not? It true. Well, well. Noag truly has his sire's blood. A prime specimen. And Grungwar says he has no signs of the rot at all. No weak bones? No stunted tusks? Nothing?
None. He's not even old enough to hunt yet, but already stronger than some warriors by his 5th year. Grungwar believes he will grow even bigger. Chieftain Narjak aside, Mugwa praise him. Noag is the strongest moonkin that there ever was.
Well, then Cabrax hopes Noag will sire many cubs. Perhaps one with a Bone King, though. Noag is standing right here, they know. It is just mating. So, have the Moonkin shaped the tooth yet?
Akrog has it.
Let Cabrax see.
The Moonkin's great warrior, Nurbok, fears the tribe being here will draw the Tusk Hunters near. Cabrax fears it not?
Cabrax fears.
And yet, he agreed to do the devouring.
And he told Akrog why. The brittle bone hunters are dangerous, but
the moment Trollkind allows them to crush their traditions and the law, they have won.
Words worthy of a chieftain. Also remember there are no signs of hunters wide and far. They are probably scavenging the kin they killed last moon.
They speak true. Akrog has been meaning to ask this. Why is the Bonekin tribe so small? With their hex power and their gifts, they could become one of the greatest tribes on Urgith.
And what good would that do? Look around, Akrog. This shrine is not big enough to shelter many trolls at once. Especially not if they are fat like Cabrax.
They could build shelters around it.
True, maybe they could. But they would be harder to shield against enemies of the tribe, and draw more attention to the cradle. Also, it was never the Bonekin's calling to grow big. They are the guardians of the cradle, the servants of Mugwar. No more, and no less.
How can it be the Bonekin have not been cursed by the rot? Many other troll tribes have.
That is a good question. One Cabrax has often asked the Bones about.
And? What did the wise bones say?
That the cradle protected them. It is the only explanation. There were a few Bonekin whose flesh was cursed, but they were all wanderers who spent many moons away from the shrine when the cursing happened.
This makes sense. Then perhaps the power of the cradle could cure the blood rot too.
Cabrax and the Seers thought the same thing. That is why they allowed the four Bonekin, who returned ill to the shrine, to sleep right next to the cradle, hoping Mugwar would mend their flesh.
She helped them not.
Cabrax is certain she tried, but she could not. All four are now floating in the moonlit river.
Akrog knows they have spoken of this before, but is there truly no way the Bonekin can let all the Moonkin into the cradle for the devouring? Tradition demands
that all kin see the chosen chieftain devour the heart. Cabrax knows, but there were enough fools in the tribe who wanted the Moonkin not to come here as it is, rot and all. And Cabrax wanted not to cause more grunting. A dozen chosen Moonkin warriors, and the elders of the tribe can witness it. The rest will have to stay outside in the tribe camp.
Of course. Akrog understands. Here. Will this do?
It should. Follow them inside.
What now? More trouble? The air here makes Zazka's hide prickle.
What this? Well then, time for the preparations.
The summoning of Mugwar's cub.
No need to look like a beak shat on his head, Akrog. Summoning Mugwar's cub is a great honor. He should be smiling.
The Bloodgivers are already here, are they not? What else is needed?
Prepare the rest of the offering, of course. Wood, food, and crushed stone. Tradition demands for the Devoured One's tribe to gather them. But if Akrog wants, the Bone King can do it instead. He knows the Moonkin are weary.
They are weary, it is true, but the Moonkin will respect the traditions. They will harvest the offering themselves.
Words of a future chieftain. Return when the Moonkin workers have built the gathering dens, then.
Zazka is listening. Can Zazka lead the way? Ready for action.
All right. The workers are preparing the offering. What is next?
Scrap! Just have the Moonkin scrappers search the cradle. There should still be some mounds nearby. Then comes the blood-giving.
How works the blood-giving exactly? 2 blood-givers must offer their lives to Mugwa. Zazka knows that. But how?
It is complicated. Of the 2 blood-givers, one is the sacrifice, and the other the vessel. The vessel devours the sacrifice, then spills his own blood at the foot of the holy stone.
Elder Grimoire Greyfur is as wise as they say.
What mean devour?
Eat. So he means the vessel must eat the sacrifice's flesh?
Like chosen chieftain Akrog will eat his sire's flesh at the ceremony. It is true. Cabrax told both Bloodgiver Urnuk, the sacrifice, and Bloodgiver Itzka, the vessel, what they should do. Akrog should speak to them once he is ready to make the offering.
He will. Sharp tusks and thick hide. He is going. Let Akrog see. Akrog is listening.
This looks interesting.
Close enough.
What is it?
Bloodgiver Itzka will give his life tonight. He wishes not to die with the rot in his bones.
The rot can only be passed on through blood, not from troll to troll.
That is what every fool believes. Itzka wants his flesh to be pure when he offers it to Mugwa. No. Why is the chosen chieftain speaking to Itzka? He wants to be alone with his thoughts.
Itzka will devour a Moonkin's flesh. If what he thinks is true, would he not catch the rot then, either way?
He would. But the Moonkin sacrifice dies a few breaths after it has devoured the Moonkin sacrifice. There will be no time for the rot to spread.
Akrog came to offer his thanks and tell Itzka that the ritual is ready.
Thanks? Itzka does this for Mugwa, not for the Moonkin. But he thanks Akrog for his words. Is the Blood Guard waiting?
Blood Guard?
Cabrex has not told him yet. The tradition demands that the Moonkin bring 3 strong warriors to protect the pyre.
Akrog understands. He will take care of it.
He should. Itzka will meet him at the Holy Stone. If he insists. The tribe is running out of stuff.
Grimoire is ready.
It is nonsense. Why Urnuk?
Because that is what Mugwort decided. Nurab must move on and choose a new trusted one.
Who then gets killed by the rot? The hunters? Or some stupid ritual? It is all so pointless, Urnuk. The Moonkin will never find peace. Never!
You find out. Chosen Chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher. Mugwa prays.
Mugwa prays, Bloodgiver Arnuk Softtusk. Is he ready for the sacrifice?
Bloodgiver. All his life, Urnuk was a healer. And now that is all he is.
He became Bloodgiver the moment Mugwa decided so.
Rot Mugwa! Rot the devouring! Rot the hunters! Rot everything! Nurab cannot take this! Nurab, go!
Just when Anuk has accepted his fate, his trusted one will not. What can he do, Chosen Chieftain? He wants not to leave Nurab like this. Bitter and broken.
Akrog will make sure the tribe helps with Nurab's grief.
How about a soul charm? It is a stone with hex power from the Brittlebone ruins here. It can store the voice of a living creature. If the Moonkin found a soul charm for Anuk, he could speak a few words for Nurab into it. This way, Nurab could treasure them forever.
That, Anuk would like that. But he wants not to be a burden on the tribe. Nerbak is right. The Moonkin should not stay here any longer than necessary.
Anuk gives his life for the devouring. So this is the least the Moonkin can do. The blood for the tribe for the blood.
Anuk thanks Grungwa.
Where can they find a soul charm?
Cabrax told Grungwa that the kin hoard them. They should talk to their Thing Keeper.
All right. They will be back.
What next?
Mugwa prays. He is chosen chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher.
Thing Keeper Neek knows him. The Troll who crushed 10 brittle bones by himself.
How knows he?
Oh, be no fool. Every Troll knows the cub of Chieftain Narjek Firstborn. And his same blood, the Moonblood. Neek must say he expected something else. Akrog looks not yet like a chieftain to me. Let alone the one to follow Narjek Firstborn.
It is true, Akrog is not chieftain yet. But he will be, and he will prove himself.
So easy to shake. Be careful, Akrog, or Ken might take him for a slave. Either way, what came he here for?
This is the Bonekin's treasure, is it not? Why keep so many Brittlebone things?
So the Brittlebones find them not. Everything out there with hex power is a thing the Brittlebones can use to untusk Trolls.
Akrog understands. Akrog wonders if the Bonekin have a soul charm. The Moonkin's bloodgiver, he would like one for, well, his trusted one.
Soul charm? The Brittlebone boxes that can trap a voice, no?
It is true. They are small spheres, silver like the moon, and
Neek knows what they look like. And it is true. They have one. Here.
What want the Bonekin in return?
Nothing. The Moonkin Bloodgiver makes a great sacrifice. If this keeps the dark thoughts away from his trusted one, Neek is glad to help.
Akrog thanks Neek. Sharp tusks and thick hide. Akrog must leave.
Moving on.
let Grungwa take a closer look.
Chosen chieftain.
If he gets through this,
Akrog never asked. Why is Arnak called Soft Tusk? His tusks look not soft or brittle.
Akrog speaks true. They are not. Anuk's same blood, Jag, gave him this name, actually.
Jag. Granoir knows this name not.
That surprises Anuk not. Anuk said farewell to Jag many moons ago. And he is in the Moonlit River now, along with their sires. They were just cubs when they lost their sires, so they noticed not. But when they were grown, Anuk's same blood took care of Anuk. He taught him how to hunt, how to find herbs. Everything.
But why call Ernuk Soft Tusk then?
Because he always said Anuk's heart is too soft to be a warrior. Anuk never liked killing a boar, even if he knew it was right because he needed to feed the tribe. That is why he became a healer, like Shepherd Crumb Kind Soul. There, he can mend flesh and not destroy it. Could, that is. Anuk will mend no more.
Akrog is sorry. Here, the Bonekin gave Akrog this soul charm.
Anuk likes it. How works it? Anuk just speaks something?
And the hex inside will trap it. It is true.
Anuk sees. Anuk is with Mugwa now. And he will be there when Nurab joins him in the Moonlit River.
Will he bring Nurab the soul charm now?
Anuk would like Akrog to bring it to him. After the devouring, when Anuk is gone.
Why? Nurab his trusted one.
Very true, Moonblood Noag. But seeing Nurab now would only make Anuk weak again. He has said all that needed to be said. Now, it is time for him to do his duty. The tribe for the blood for the tribe, chosen chieftain Akrog. Anuk. Make all this death mean something. Save the Moonkin, no matter the price. What should he do?
More scrap for him.
He work now.
What next? Be ready. You go there. Hey, help tribe. What now? Troops are going hungry. They need more food. More scrap for him.
can a troll not rest him?
Is done.
Back, Moonkin. This is...
Quiet, Brog. This chosen chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher. Narjak Firstborn's cub. And he is?
The second born and the moonblood of the tribe. Noag.
Huh. Still just a cub. And bigger than Neok. Why Akrog come here? He want honor his sire's flesh?
It is true. Akrog knows Zazka respected Narjak like no other. Is there anything he wants to say?
He is dead, trusted one. Zazka can say all he wants, but Narjak will never hear it.
Little Blood has been very quiet. How is he feeling?
Nothing.
Nothing what? He feels nothing?
No. This thing. It knows sire. It just flesh and bone. Like pig after hunter crush it. Sire is gone. And always will be. Because Noag no save him.
Little Blood, they spoke about...
No. Big Blood no speak. Not now.
Akrog still cannot understand why the firstborn blood protected Narjak not. No arrows could pierce his hide.
No arrows, it is true. But the throwing spike of a brittle-boned stick-flinger could. The firstborn blood only made him long-lived, not invulnerable.
That throwing spike should not have hit him. It should not.
No.
If Mugwa will not guide Narjak into the moonlit river until the devouring, where is his soul now?
Waiting in the earth. When devouring done, Mugwa take soul and bring it to Moonlit River.
At least the Brittlebone hunters left him his tusks.
And great tusks they were.
Akrog still cannot believe he is gone. It is just a moon ago. They were still sitting around a campfire, listening to Grungwar's stories. And now... It is just not fair. Sire Narjak was supposed to live forever, longer than Akrog, or even Little Blood. Now he is gone, killed by some rotten hunter.
Nothing in this world is fair, trusted one. Zazka learned this lesson long ago.
But why be this way? Why trolls always have to run and run from greenskins or brittlebones?
So that they can honor Mugwa by surviving.
Akrog wishes they had spent more time together.
Understandable. But there is a good reason a troll cub belongs to and is raised by the tribe, and not its sires.
A troll must not favor his offspring over his other kin, Akrog knows. Still, they had only just started hunting together. Akrog just wishes he had known him better. Akrog should go.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Let Zazka get a proper look.
Either way, what came he here for?
Akrog must leave.
Chosen chieftain. Has he spoken to the Bloodgivers?
He has.
Good. Then the summoning may start. First, Akrog will have to place the offering at the Holy Stone. Then... well... then the vessel must devour the sacrifice. Then spill his blood at the foot of the Holy Stone. Once this has been done, Mugwa's cub will rise from the earth.
Will Cabrax guide the ritual?
No, this is the chosen chieftain's burden, and his alone.
Akrog understands.
Time to move on.
No, go.
Let Akrog see.
Chosen chieftain. Is it time? Anuk is ready.
And Itzka is too.
Is there anything else Arnak would like to say?
Just bring Nurab the soul charm when the devouring is over. That is all.
Akrog understands. He will. Itzka, is there anything he would like to say?
No.
It is time. This is the tooth.
Strange
What is?
that it would end this way. Anuk thought about how he would die so much. Yet this... it never crossed his mind.
Itzka will honor Ernuk's flesh.
Akrog will be a good chieftain. Anuk feels it.
What now? More trouble? Now the devouring. This is interesting.
He's needed.
It is done. Make the offerings, speak the words. Then Itzka will do his duty. Is here. What now? Sharp tusks and thick hide. Scrap for him. Be ready.
He can help.
What a lovely mess. You take that one, and that one. He helped tribe. Be ready.
What a lovely mess. No scrap for him. That's all as good as listening. Be moving. He's needed. Mugwai guides his feet.
By the golden, shiny, holy hide! Tell Cabrax not! This is not beautiful, Akrog. Tell him not.
Will it? Akrog means whose words obeys it?
Chosen Chieftain Akrog's, of course. He summoned it.
Then the devouring can begin.
It is true. Speak the words, then Cabrax will light the pyre. If he wants to take a last look at his sire's flesh, it should be now. Is Akrog ready?
He is.
Then call in the Moonkind's chosen warriors. Cabrax will brew the embalming liquid. Then the devouring begins.
Akrog is ready.
And so, Elder Grungwa Greyfur gives Chieftain Narjuk Firstborn's flesh to his cub, the chosen chieftain. Not only so he may become the new chieftain, not only so his blood stays in the tribe forever, but to honor Magua, the moon goddess who, through all these struggles, still smiles on trollkind. Magua prays. Do it, chosen chieftain. Devour the heart. And the devouring is complete. With Mugwa's blessing, Akrog Bone Crusher is now chieftain of the Moonkin. Speak, chieftain. Speak loud and speak proud, because his words will be remembered.
The Hunters have taken so much from the Moonkin. Akrog will...
Wait!
What?
Something is wrong. They...
Hunters!
Put down the grunters!
What? Fight back! The cub will crush them! Brutes! Bloody brutes! Fight them back! Fight for Mugwa!
At his service.
Scryer, do it! Cast the spell!
Commander.
No!
Ready for action. What are you doing? Should you not rest for a moment? Let him out there.
What should he do?
What now? More trouble?
This is pointless! The Moonkin must flee, now!
What is he talking about? The trolls will crush them.
No, they will not. Tusks! There are hundreds of them out there. Cabras can sense it. And they killed the cub with a single hex.
He speaks true, chieftain. They need to flee.
Fine, but they will not leave the Bonekin. It is the Moonkin's fault the Hunters came here. They...
Holy hide! Spare Cabrax the words! The Bonekin will never leave the cradle. Never! Now go!
What happened? Where are they?
Still near the cradle. This must have been a teleport hex, like the Hunters used to get into the cradle. They...
More hunters. Cabrax was right.
To the tribe camp. Now.
Hope that spell worked. That thing was bloody terrifying.
Don't worry, it will.
Ellen's reigns!
No hurt Moonkin! More power needed. May Mugwa curse them. He is on his way.
Is that...
Blood Giver Anuk's trusted one, Norab. He will never get the soul charm.
To the tribe camp. Now. On his way.
Mugwa help them.
Interesting. Probably.
Look who has arrived. Nurbok told Akrog this would happen, but he listened not.
Stop, Nurbok. This is not the time for fighting.
Crumb speaks true.
The hunters. How many kin have they killed?
Better to ask how many were not killed.
They have not yet counted the bodies, Chieftain Akrog. But it is terrible. Zaramak, Julog, Anug, Crumb, and maybe 24 kin are all who survived. It would have been worse had Anuk not warned Nurbok.
That terrible.
It is, little Noag. It is.
What happened?
What looks it like? The hunters attacked while Akrog was busy doing rituals with the Bonekin, just as Nurbok said they would. Nurbok guesses the cradle is gone too.
They're still fighting. Cabrax, he told them to flee.
And of course, Akrog obeyed.
It was not like that. Cabrax left them no choice.
Sure.
Zaska speaks true, trusted one. Chieftain Cabrax made a hex that brought them out of the cradle. He wanted the Moonkin not to die.
Well, it's too late for that. Many dead.
Akrog understands not. The eyes said there were no hunters, wide and far. So how could this happen? I, Master Anug?
It is hard to explain. It is true that the beaks and the eyes see no hunters. But when Anug go out yesterday, he see these strange sparkles in the air, like how air look over a fire. This morning, Anug and I see sparkles from the bushes. But suddenly, there is a blue cloud on the sparkles, and hunters come out.
A teleport hex, just like in the cradle.
Mm-hmm. When Anug find out, he run back to the tribe camp, but it was too late. He is sorry, Chieftain Agrog. He failed the tribe, and now so many kin is dead. Anug is not to blame. It was Akrog who would not listen.
Chieftain Akrog.
The small tusk is the last one to tell Nurbok what to do. He is not even a moon.
Quiet. Tusks, maybe Akrog made a mistake, but now is not the time to fight. Kin died, again. And more will die if the Moonkin stay here and wait for the hunters to finish crushing the cradle. They need to leave. Now.
Powerful words. And where plans this great leader to take the Moonkin? Right into the next ambush?
He knows not, but they will work something out.
Maybe there is no need to. Zaska has an idea. Nurbok remembers when he said Zaska was making schemes again? Well, it is true. For the past moon, he has been meeting with a Brittlebone.
A Brittlebone?
That is what Zaska just said. And no, he has not betrayed them. Even though that is what they all believe he is just waiting to do. This Brittlebone, he has a plan that would not just help the tribe crush the hunters, but could also cure the rot.
Cure the rot? How? How is that possible?
And there is the catch. The Moonkin must resurrect a fallen god.
Ever since they crossed the water to start a new life on Urgath, Mugwa had smiled upon her trolls. Her smile was sometimes forgotten. The blood rot, the hunters, the slavers. They were not so easy to forget. But as long as Mugwa was smiling, there was hope. Disbelief marked the faces of surviving Moonkin as Azka explained his idea. Pact with a Brittlebone Elder? Resurrecting a fall-roared madness! But was there any other choice? So it was that Akrog used the chieftain's word for the first time. The Moonkin would meet this strange Brittlebone in the Blackheart jungle for a peace talk. When they marched to the cradle 5 sundowns ago, the Moonkin had been bleeding. When they abandoned it to the hunters, The wound was wide, wide open.
This is it. The brittle-boned stranger is nearby.
Anug still think it is not wise to go alone. Take a few beaks, at least.
Akrog agreed to a peace talk.
And Brittlebones honor peace talks not. They say they will, then they stab each other in the back.
Maybe so. But this Brittlebone had 100 chances to crush Zaska, and he crushed him not. Also, if he is anywhere near as powerful a hexer as Zaska thinks, a few beaks will make no difference. Please, Akrog. If they break the first pact they struck with the stranger, he might choose not to help them after all. The tribe has been ravaged, and they cannot ruin this chance.
Zaska speaks true, Chieftain. Trust must start somewhere.
Akrog still understands not what this stranger gets out of this. Why would a Brittlebone help the Moonkin?
Grungwar wonders the same thing.
Well, that is what they are here to find out. Zaska asked him the same question, though, and the stranger told him he stands to gain as much from this as the Moonkin.
100 Moonkin tusks.
Why told Zaska Akrog not earlier that he was meeting with a Brittlebone?
It is difficult. He wanted not to burden Akrog, not after what happened to his sire. Also, nothing was certain yet.
But my bad.
Well, it is not like Zaska lied, is it? He just told Akrog not. Look, he is sorry. But what was it Narjak used to say? If the stone is crushed, there is no putting it back together.
It is all right. Akrog understands.
Of course he does. They are trusted ones.
What thinks Nurbok of this?
Akrog cares.
Well, even though there is no way the Moonkin could have known about the hunters, Nurbok was right about the cradle. Akrog wants his advice.
Nurbok thinks the small tusk is right.
Wonders never cease.
Nurbok thinks not that it is wise to put the fate of the tribe into a Brittlebone's hands. But it is true if this stranger had wanted to kill the Moonkin, he could have done it when they were not expecting it. Also, Akrog has made up his mind, and the Moonkin are already here, so they might as well go through with it. Stop the club not in the middle of a swing.
It is Chieftain now, Nurbok, not Akrog.
Sure, Chieftain.
All right. Anuk, make camp here and bring in the others. If they are not back by sundown, find the stranger and crush him. Akrog has spoken.
As Chieftain say.
Good then. Grungwar, Zaska, Little Blood, come. Time to find out what this stranger's wild plan is.
Zaska is listening.